In fact, most of us express our emotion mentally. What does that mean? We express our emotion according to patterns we learned from the past, and they are the effect, the influence of our mind on our emotion. For emotions to be intelligent, they have to emerge from our true nature right in this moment. The true response to what's happening, that's part of our responsiveness, is our emotions. You see. So our emotion can be intelligent in the sense they are the appropriate response to the situation, just the right amount, the right intensity, expressed the right way, with the right word, with the right physical expression. That makes it more intelligent and communicates more, and the other person will be impacted, affected in a way that is the way that is needed. That makes it intelligent action. You see. So intelligence, that's what I meant. It depends where it flows. If our heart is open to the intelligence, that brilliance that people usually think it's in the mind can appear in the heart. Your heart can become intelligent. So your relationship, you begin to choose intelligently. You fall in love with the right people. You're friends with the right people for you and for them. You see, you engage in situations that are more optimizing for your life and for other people instead of trouble for you and other people. You see? That makes it the heart is more intelligent. So the heart can be more intelligent, just as the mind can be intelligent. And same thing with the body. Does that do it? Okay, I'm glad I understood.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, over there.
Just following up on the question that just was asked, does that mean then that we have to learn how to discriminate what is an intelligent way to respond and what not? If we are, because you said then not being intelligent, then you respond from a certain pattern that you're used to.
Yeah.
So, but to start to respond from this intelligence, then you also have to recognize that in yourself when it's really intelligent and when it's not really intelligent.
Very true.
And how are you start to discriminate?
The only way you can discriminate if the action is intelligent or not is if you are intelligent. If you're not intelligent at this moment, you don't recognize intelligence usually. So you have to know intelligence some to be able to recognize. If you have the experience of it, you know how it's functioning, you know the flavor, it is possible to discriminate, yes. But usually, in terms of the inner development, the maturity of the human consciousness, human soul, the important thing is not to try to discriminate this is intelligence or not intelligent. You can do that. What's important is to be more and more open to the intelligence, to see the obstacles and the barrier and your positions and beliefs about it that obscure it, that limit it, so it can become more present. The more present it is, the more you will behave intelligently. You see? That's more important than trying to, this is intelligent. If you do that, you give yourself a big headache. Possible. Yeah. Intelligence is independent of the brain, right? Just like a presence, a spiritual nature is independent of the body. It is more fundamental. However, to operate in the world, to live in this life, we need the physical body. And for intelligence to function, it does need the brain. Because the brain is the instrument it functions through. The brain gives it the arms and the legs sort of to walk with, right? But it is a quality. So if there's a trauma in the brain, that will limit the functioning of our intelligence, you see. So we might have brilliance in our mind, but we might not be able to function with it. That's possible. But also, that is true. At the same time, I think the more there is actual realization of brilliance, it's like the brilliance itself. Remember, just like what they're finding out in neuroscience now, that it is true that there is some part of the brain atrophy, die, by aging or by trauma, but learning can develop new synapses, new connections. And the presence of intelligence, since it makes us more intelligent, can actually itself develop more synapses. That's the other side of it. So if you don't have a severe trauma, you see, it is possible the present intelligence can enhance your intelligence, can create actually new connections. But the new connections are needed to operate in the physical world. Yeah.
So that's a good news.
Yeah,
actually.
I thought that news when they discovered that the brain continues to grow. That was good news for everybody. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, in the back.
My brother is mentally handicapped, so he has scarred brains.
Yeah.
But he is 60 now, and his brilliancy is clear, very clear. He is even developing. He is 60, he remembers more. So I thought he never will realize his brilliancy, but we can see it.
Yeah.
We can recognize it.
Mm-hmm. Sure, that's possible, sure. Yeah, so that shows that the brilliance can shine through even though there's trauma, because that brilliance can create new connections, new synapses. And there are many examples like that, people who are traumatized or can't do much, but they continue to be intelligent and their intelligence grow. But also at the same time, you also notice, in the general, statistically speaking, brilliance for a human being wanes, decreases with age. Right? Most of the discoveries made by scientists are done when they're young. And the older they get, they work hard, they don't have those brilliant discoveries as much as when they're younger. That shows in general, the brain does atrophy. And I think many might be part of the reason why people who are brilliant when they're very young, their brilliance doesn't stay the same, is because the brilliance itself is not fully integrated. It's breakthrough at some point, and they have wonderful discoveries, but the consciousness, the mind, cannot hold it enough to last, to develop the brain. Maybe that's one reason, I don't know. But you do notice that it is a fact that for people as they grow older, their capacities decrease that way. But not necessarily, some people not, you see. There are exceptions. Okay, the back over there.